In the world of high fashion, where status is often communicated through the smallest and most subtle details, belts has quietly evolved from simple functional accessories into powerful symbols of wealth, identity, and elite taste. And while most people think of a belt as something that simply holds clothing in place, in luxury circles it represents craftsmanship, exclusivity, and a deep understanding of style, with some pieces costing more than what many would spend on an entire wardrobe.
Subscribe Luxon for luxury travel guides and dream destinations.
And among the most iconic of these is the legendary Hermès H-belt, a timeless masterpiece that perfectly blends minimalism with prestige, instantly recognizable by its bold yet elegant buckle, and crafted from some of the finest leathers in the world, often hand-stitched by artisans who spend years mastering their craft, making each piece not just an accessory but a work of art. And this is why it has become a staple among CEOs, celebrities, and individuals who understand the language of quiet luxury, where you don't need loud logos to prove your status because the quality speaks for itself, followed closely by the ever-popular Gucci Double G belt, which has transcended generations and trends to become one of the most recognizable fashion statements of modern times, embraced by influencers, musicians, and public figures who use it as a bridge between streetwear and high fashion, combining bold branding with Italian craftsmanship in a way that instantly elevates any outfit. While Louis Vuitton offers its LV Initiales belt, a piece that carries the legacy of one of the most powerful fashion houses in history, featuring the iconic monogram that has become synonymous with luxury worldwide, carefully designed to strike a balance between visibility and elegance, allowing the wearer to signal wealth without appearing overly flashy. And then there's Cartier, a name traditionally associated with fine jewelry and watches, yet equally impressive when it comes to leather accessories, with belts like the Santos collection reflecting a refined and understated aesthetic that appeals to individuals who prefer timeless sophistication over trend-driven fashion, representing a level of maturity and style that only comes with experience and confidence. While Dolce & Gabbana takes a dramatically different approach by embracing boldness and theatrical design, producing belts that feature oversized bold buckles, intricate engravings, and striking visual elements that transform a simple accessory into a centerpiece, designed for those who want to command attention and express personality through fashion. And speaking of bold statements, Versace continues to dominate with its iconic Medusa belt, a design that represents power, confidence, and unapologetic luxury, often worn by celebrities and high-profile personalities who embrace visibility and influence, turning every outfit into a declaration of status. Whereas Tom Ford represents the complete opposite philosophy, offering sleek, minimalist belts that focus on precision, clean lines, and the highest quality materials, appealing to executives, entrepreneurs, and individuals who understand that true luxury doesn't need to shout, it simply needs to exist. And finally, there is Brioni, a brand that defines the concept of quiet luxury at its highest level, known for its handcrafted belts made from rare leathers and finished with meticulous attention to detail, often worn by billionaires, diplomats, and elite clients who value exclusivity over recognition, where the goal isn't to impress everyone, but to be recognized by the few who truly understand. And what connects all of these brands is not just their high price tags, but the deeper philosophy behind them, where each belt represents a story of heritage, innovation, and identity, crafted not for the masses, but for a select group of individuals who appreciate the finer things in life. And in many ways, these belts act as silent signals within elite circles, communicating success, taste, and belonging without the need for words. Because in the highest levels of wealth, luxury is no longer about being seen by everyone, it's about being understood by the right people. And this is why these pieces continue to hold their value and relevance despite changing trends, as they are rooted in craftsmanship and legacy rather than hype. And as the world of fashion continues to evolve with new designers and shifting tastes, these iconic belts remain timeless, proving that even the smallest accessory can carry immense meaning, influence perception, and define personal style in ways that go far beyond appearance. But beyond just design and branding, what truly separates these elite belts from ordinary accessories is the obsessive level of detail that goes into their creation, where every stitch, every cut of leather, and every polished buckle is carefully inspected to meet near-perfect standards, often requiring hours or even days for a single piece, and in some cases using exotic materials such as crocodile, alligator, or specially treated calfskin that not only enhance durability, but also add a level of exclusivity that cannot be easily replicated, making each belt feel unique to its owner. And this dedication to craftsmanship is precisely why these brands are able to command such high prices, because buyers are not just paying for a product, they are investing in a legacy, a tradition of excellence that has been built over decades or even centuries. And for many elite individuals, owning these belts is not about following trends, but about curating a wardrobe that reflects their personal journey, achievements, and values, where every item has meaning and purpose. And in a world where fast fashion dominates the market, these luxury belts stand as a reminder that true style is not about quantity but quality, not about being flashy but being intentional, and not about impressing everyone but about expressing yourself in a way that feels authentic and timeless. And as more people begin to understand the difference between real luxury and temporary hype, the demand for these iconic pieces continues to grow, further cementing their place as essential elements of elite fashion. And beyond just the material and craftsmanship, there is also a psychological element to these belts that makes them even more desirable, because owning such a piece creates a sense of identity and belonging within a certain class of individuals who recognize and appreciate these subtle signals, turning a simple accessory into a badge of achievement. And this is why you will often see successful entrepreneurs, executives, and public figures gravitating towards these brands, not because they need to prove their wealth, but because they appreciate the story, the precision, and the quiet confidence these items represent. And in many ways, these belts become part of a larger lifestyle that values discipline, success, and attention to detail in every aspect of life, reinforcing the idea that luxury is not just about what you wear, but how you think, how you present yourself, and how you carry your success. And as trends come and go, logos rise and fall, and new brands attempt to enter the market, these timeless pieces continue to dominate because they are built on foundations that go far beyond fashion. They are built on legacy, excellence, and a deep understanding of what true luxury really means. And if you enjoy exploring the hidden world of luxury, wealth, and the small details that define success at the highest level, make sure to like the video, share it with others who appreciate fine craftsmanship, and subscribe to the channel for more content that dives deep into the lifestyle, mindset, and accessories of the world's elite.